Hey everyone, my name is Crystalyn Clinton, and I'm going to explain to you my final project on an angle scavenger hunt. So what I chose to do is an angle scavenger hunt in which students have to explore the 4 different types of angles. The 4 different types of angles are as followed. You have acute angles, right angles, obtuse angles, and straight angles. What an acute angle is any angle whose degree is greater than 0 degrees but less than 90. You have a right angle, which is exactly 90 degrees. You have obtuse angles whose degree measure is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. And you have straight angles, which is exactly 180 degrees. So the focus of this scavenger hunt is to allow the students to be able to recognize the angle measures in real-life objects and understand the differences in those 4 different types of angles. At the conclusion of this project, the students should be able to identify the right angle, the obtuse angle, the acute angle, and the straight angle, and they should also be able to know how to properly use a protractor to find out the angles of particular objects. The materials that are going to be used are going to be an angle worksheet that I'll elaborate more on at the end, clue cards, projectors, obtuse angled objects such as the letters X, K, and Y, an open book, and scissors, acute angle objects such as the letters A and K, a pair of tweezers, a kite, and a football, straight angled objects such as a pencil, a pen, a Lego, a marker, a ruler, and right angled objects such as a book, piece of paper, a computer screen, a journal, and a folder. So the plan for this lesson is to have a class meeting for about 20 minutes on these 4 different types of angles and on protractor usage. So I would explain to the students, I'd show them pictures of the 4 different types of angles, show them the different degree measures. We do examples, and then I'd show them how to properly use a protractor to measure these angles. And then I would divide the classroom into 4 groups. And in these 4 groups, each one would get a clue card. And the card would basically tell them, okay, well, your group is looking for obtuse angles, or your group is looking for acute angles. And it would also give them hints as to what kind of objects they're looking for. So, like, if the group who was looking for straight angles were looking for a ruler, their clue card would tell them, you're looking for an object that measures other objects and is a straight angle. So they would go and they would find the ruler. During this hunt, it would be about 15 minutes long. The children would use protractors to actually go and measure different objects. So if I gave them a pair of scissors and they were opened about that, they would have to take, I would definitely use safety scissors so it wouldn't be this sharp, but they would take their protractor and measure this angle so they'd get the exact angle measurement, because it could be about this, which is close to 90 degrees but not exactly, so they'd have to determine what the actual angle measure is. So they would find all of their objects, and in about 15 minutes I'd end the scavenger hunt, and we would come back together as a class and have about a 10-minute discussion and talk about what they found, talk about the different angle measurements, and divide all their objects into straight, obtuse, right, acute, make sure they have the correct understanding of what's going on. And after about a 10-minute discussion, I would give them an angle worksheet, which would be what they were actually doing for their daily grade. It would be 10 pictures of different angles, and they would have to classify those as right, obtuse, straight, or acute, and also 10 angle measures in which it would be like 80 degrees, so that would be classified as acute. So it would be a worksheet like that. They would have 20 minutes to complete that worksheet, and that would be what I would use for their daily grade. So that is basically the concept of my angle measure scavenger hunt. I hope y'all enjoy it, and it would be a great 4th or 5th grade math lesson for you to use. So, thank you.